We got you a sweater. December 2019. Check your closet. As our thanks for playing State of Decay 2, we got you something special. If you open your closet between December 18th and January 2nd, you'll find 7 new outfits for your survivors to try on. Candy Cane sweater, Decay the Hall sweater, Reindeer Light sweater, Sea of Thieves. Oh, okay, they're alternating in color. Blue Snowflake leather, Holiday Nightmare sweater, Age of Empires 2 Ninja hoodie. Well, that's not really a sweater, it's a ninja hoodie. More excitement in 2020. The past year included some great updates for the game, from Heartland to the Bounty Broker to customizable outfits, but we still have plenty more in store for next year. I don't know if I would call Heartland a great update. I think a lot of people were hoping for a little bit more than it delivered. I would say it was necessarily a bad update, but it was an update. In January, keep your eyes open for our next full-size content pack, which will include new weapons, outfits, and new bounties for the Bounty Broker. After that, we're planning, well, let's just leave it a secret now, okay? So I guess you've got basically maybe half a month to log in and get 7 new items for free. So I did not sound check this episode because I needed to read that part, and normally I do sound check my episodes, so hopefully the sound isn't screwed up. Anyways, let's get into it. Alrighty, I got 5 shoutouts for this episode. Let's get them out of there. First, shout out to Jojo Bird 77. He's been a really regular commenter, puts basically one comment on every video. Jose Bop, or Josie Bop, I don't know. One of those two. Shout out to Nonstick Quill Gaming. To Logan Cooley. He's been asking for a shout a few times. I only recently got to them all, and I know I'm missing one. Who am I missing? I guess I'm not missing anyone. I had a duplicate. So hopefully I got everybody. Had to go through all of my comments again. That can take a little while. It can take a while to go through all of the comments. Normally I let them kind of pile up a bit, and then I just dedicate 1 or 2 hours to just answering all of them. Probably should just answer them once a day, but sometimes the thing about answering comments is you want to make sure that you're not in a bad mood or not groggy or not impatient. You want to do it when you're in kind of a neutral mood. And sometimes when I wake up, I'm just not in the mood to answer the comments. And since that's like, guest interaction, visitor, viewer interaction, that's something that, you don't want to screw that up. So I guess the first thing we'll do is take a look at our outfits. Also, we found some outfits, so let's see what we got. Open it up. Let's see here. Hopefully that feral doesn't attack. So here we have a green biker vest. This is just stuff that I forgot to take a look at. Oh, we got the Tricycle Club. Gibraltar? Okay, so these have different insignias on the back. That was one of our new outfits. Here we got a lizard hoodie. The skink. Guess if you want an all black one. The ninja hoodie. This is the new one. The Age of Empires. This is a strategy game, if I remember right. I've never played any installment in the Age of Empires series, so don't know anything about it. Outlaw Vest. The Sea of Thieves, Set Sail for Adventure R 2019 holiday. Never played technically not true. I played the very beginning of Sea of Thieves, but never got into it, so don't know anything about it. Ugly Sweater Collection. Blue Snowflake, surprisingly understated given the season. I don't know if I would count this as an ugly sweater. This just looks like a normal everyday sweater to me. Normally when I think of ugly sweaters, they have like garish colors that don't blend in and really like over-the-top designs. Like this just looks like a sweater to me. Candy Cane. This is closer to being an ugly sweater, but even this... basically, if you want a successful ugly sweater, you need to use really, really loud, bright colors that just assault people's eyeballs. Like, this green here has a lot of value added to it, like a little bit of, when you say value, it's the presence of the color black or not. Like, a lot of value, so a lot of black has been added to the color here, so it's easy on the eyes. I wouldn't consider this an ugly sweater. So this one is the Decay the Halls. I don't, yeah, this one's probably a little uglier. Like, the designs are really, really complicated. You've got a whole bunch of hatchets, fences, stars, and, you know, the State of Decay logos. This one's probably the ugliest of them so far, mainly because of how busy it is, where, like, this one's, like, very simple. I don't think that one's bad. This one also, green and red on the color spectrum are complementary colors. Like, they're actually good colors together. That's why, like, in nature, green and red is very common, like a red berries with green leaves. And once again, these colors are pretty high value. Like, a lot of a good bit of black has been added to them to prevent them from, like, storming your eyeballs. So once again, I think they're only 1 for 4. And then there's this one. This one probably could be considered an ugly sweater. It's got really garish, extremely reflective design on it. On the neckline, on the collar, and on the trim on the bottom. Very shiny, you know, very excessive. So I would say they were 2 for 3 on... 2 for 5 on what I would consider ugly. But I guess that's a good thing, because they're not ugly. I have no idea. It depends on how you look at it. So, today is going to be kind of a cleanup episode. We're going to, you know, I don't really feel too pressured for time at the moment, so we're just going to go out and handle some just things that just we needed to do them, but we just haven't had a chance to get to them. That's kind of what I want today's episode to be. So one thing I want to do is I want to burn that infestation over there. So let's grab some firecrackers. And I will make some Molotovs now that we actually have some fuel on hand. Another thing I want to do today is I want to get a vehicle, a storage vehicle. And I probably should go get at least 1 rucksack of materials. That's kind of like the to-do list. So step 1, we want to stay on top of these infestations. Like, you really need to keep the proverbial boot on the foot of infestations. If you keep them under control, they're not too bad. It's really just if you get lazy and you start letting them get out of control. In the beginning, understandable, you don't have the gear to deal with infestations, but might not be the best place to get out, but we'll see. Yeah, that Juggernaut's way too far away. He just sounded closer than he really was. Let's draw the infestation out. This should not be loud enough to reach that Juggernaut. Watching the sound, yeah, it's basically just a little bit farther than me. So I don't think that the sound of firecrackers was extended in Nightmare Zone. I think it's the exact same range as firecrackers are in Standard Zone. Got the Screamer, which is what we want, then we can clean up the others. Okay, I guess I didn't get the Screamer. I may have overthrown that time. And then I underthrew. Wow. Unbelievable. But they spread the fire to each other, so it's all good. That was definitely a significant waste of fuel there. Not efficient in the slightest.
Local infestations are officially back under control.
But I mean, sometimes you're going to throw a few stinkers, so what can you do? You can get good, I guess. Next up, we're going to go get a rucksack from one of these, you know, just random locations. Hopefully. We could get unlucky and there's just nothing in it, but...
We have a few zombies heading our way, but they'll never get past our defenses.
How big of an attack is this? Okay, it's a normal-sized attack. Claim 50 influence from this and protect our ammo, so we definitely want to go do it. We don't need to be in like a super hurry to... Oh, let's get rid of this. Stop them from screaming. A little bit of damage to the vehicle, but it's worth it because then I would have to abandon the location. See what this horde is. 3 bloaters, that's not a big deal.
Safe and sound, no more zombies.
I might kill them for the influence, because it'll be like 12 influence each. And then an extra like 20-ish for the horde. The horde bonus.
Nothing useful here.
Got the rucksack, that was the main thing I wanted. Never mind, we got another wandering horde that came in. Okay, I wanted to do this farm just because... there was a chance to get something interesting, like maybe a crossbow in there, but... what's that? Is that the... is that the base? No. I want to reveal that building real quick. And then we'll head back and defend off the invasion. Okay, so it's a corral. Got a bloater right there. Let's not crash into him. I'm still surprised I haven't found a crossbow yet. I mean, I guess I haven't gone out of my way to loot barns, but... normally you get a crossbow... normally you get at least one crossbow pretty early in the game. Now, we did hear a feral nearby, so I might try and deal with that feral. Looks like it's a mixed horde.
Oh yeah, back to feral.
They don't know where to go. They're a little confused. It's like I feel I feel like the game is trying to just automatically detect me and be like, no, we know you're there. It's Nightmare Zone. We're onto you. But then at the same time, it's like, well, we haven't technically detected you yet, so.
I hope everybody's ready, because we got a big fight on our hands.
Okay, so that will make this invasion a lot easier. There's a really good chance that Feral would have joined the attack. And then we would have had the extra 2 screamers as well. That doesn't mean that something else couldn't go wrong, though.
Now's our chance to really kick some zombie ass!
We got more of those motherfuckers incoming!
Got him before he became a problem.
We got more of those motherfuckers incoming.
Do we? Can't be that many more. Broadcast is done, so we get a little bit of an influence bonus for kills. Oh, looks like they're invading the watchtower. Okay.
Don't you break on me. We did it. We're still here.
So you got a little bit of an influence bonus there due to the broadcast. I'll take it. Every little bit of influence helps. Okay, so let's go empty out our storage. Put one of these in and those in. Could probably get another building under construction. Probably gonna be this one. Really? I need another... Okay, so it looks like we need a second one. That's right, it's only 5. Alright, where else can we go? We're looking for... a van would be nice. No. 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 No, no. I don't see any vans. I mean, a truck wouldn't be bad. Already detected that one. I don't have any good vehicles, jeez. In that case, let's continue on with a different objective.
So listen, I used to work for this dude who could get pharmaceuticals without a prescription.
Oh, another one of these personal objectives.
Not street drugs, like painkillers and sleep aids. Stuff we could use. What do you think? I'd need more information to decide that.
Okay, let's see. What I want to do, let's look for another building that has building. It's a little too close to the hostiles. Ammo. That sounds interesting. We do need another bed, but currently not having any luck on that front. Unless we knock a... Wow, that area is really populated, so let's not do that one.
Hello, anybody? I really need some help here.
I think that's a crazy person who wants to solo a plague art based on the location of her signal. Refueling site sounds interesting.
I need some help.
Hang in there.
Yeah, you definitely need help. I agree with that. I don't mean help in the sense that you need help with zombies. I mean help as in you're crazy.
I better watch out for plague zombies.
Okay, let's see if we can get some fuel here.
Not totally worthless.
That's exactly what I'd expect to find in a gasoline pump. Some coffee. Snacks. 2 more chances to find something that isn't snacks and coffee. Wow. We're 2 for 2 on coffee in gas, like... Come on, Undead Labs. What do you do? What are you putting coffee inside of gas pumps for? Wow, that one stank. We got one tank of... one gasoline canister. What a stinker. Campsites. Sometimes you can get crossbows at campsites. So I'll bite. Like I said, today is going to be one of these days. We're just going to be looking for, like, just oddball objectives, because the base is more or less secure. I mean, obviously we could use more building materials, but there's just things I've been wanting to catch up on. There's just certain things I'm looking for. One of the things I don't get about this game is these little, like, knick-knack looting locations. The vast majority of the time, they have crap, and you just have to wonder, like, why would you want to loot here? I mean, I know some people, they just want to strip the entire map, and then periodically they might find something decent, but the vast majority of the time, you just find garbage here, and it's just like, why would you want to spend your time at one of these locations? Or the low probability of finding something decent. That's always what I ask myself at these locations. I forgot we're allies with these guys. A juggernaut, that's not good. At the same time, he could be pretty far away, though. And even if he's... oh, maybe not. Maybe he's closer by than I thought. Even if he is, he's gonna hear my... he's gonna hear my allies before he hears me. Or should, at least. That's a lot of chemicals. I guess it makes sense to find chemicals in one of those storage rooms. Like, you know, obviously they would store the chemicals there for cleaning the bathroom. I don't think that, based on the sound of the Juggernaut's roars, it sounds like it is not attacking, it's just roaring. I was hoping to find...
Too bad.
Okay, so there's nothing here. Did I just miss it in the supply room? I hear fighting. What? Where is... am I just not looking well enough? Am I just... oh. It's this. Well, somehow I doubt we're going to find a rucksack of medicine inside of a vending machine.
Waste of time.
And I wasn't disappointed. Okay, that's where the Juggernaut is. Might just go on foot here, just to avoid making noise from the car's engine. It's not that far away anyways.
Can't catch my breath.
We will need to remove a few of these stragglers, though. I have a strong feeling I'm just gonna find garbage here. Snacks.
Didn't find a thing.
Nothing at all. And where is the last one? Oh, wooden crate. Might be something in there. Also could be absolutely nothing in here. That's equally likely. More coffee. Just what I needed. Caffeinate my system. I prefer to caffeinate with Mountain Dew, but what can you do? Okay, let's drop some of this garbage off at this outpost. Juggernaut, Feral. But not a feral Juggernaut. That would be an interesting enemy. A feral Juggernaut. Basically like fighting King Kong or something. Be some kind of boss enemy. I know somebody commented that they posted on the support page for State of Decay 2 asking for more zombie types. I feel like we shouldn't expect to see any new zombies until State of Decay 3.
This one's locked.
Go ahead and pick the lock. Dump this garbage off. We're not really finding much, are we? That's fine, though. We can probably loot this area now. Yeah, that one probably has building material. We need a lot of building materials still. Hopefully that area isn't, like, super densely populated. Whoa! Did I just run into, like, the invisible woman's wall? I don't know what it was, but it definitely did some damage to the car. I think we lost one of our windows. I think that's probably one of my biggest complaints about this game, is that for a game to be all about permanent death, it's so buggy. It's just... like, for a game to have permanent death, I just feel like it needs to be a little cleaner than it is, because it's just really BS when people... I hear about it all the time, people just dying for, like, really random reasons, like, oh, bloater loaded in, and then, you know, dumb stuff happened, etc.
Okay, we're zombie free.
Just not a, it's just not good. If there was a permanent death, it would still be annoying, but when people are losing, like, some of their top characters, or, like, a really critical character, like, they lose, like, their gardener or something, although gardeners tend to be a little easier to replace, but when they lose an important character, or a favorite character, yeah, it's... or a Red Talon character, like, there goes, like, 3 hours of your grinding time down the drain.
This is good stuff.
Okay. Like, I definitely think that's BS. They're bringing in the hordes, but a little too late. A little too late. Ah. More potential parts or materials. Oh, jeez. I didn't know that zombie was just laying down. Give him the squisheroni. Vehicle already needs repairs again. Just wonderful. Probably should be a little gentler with the vehicle.
Can't keep fighting.
I think I just maxed out marathon, yeah. So now I could have infinite sprint if I, oh gosh. Ooh, that's not good. That sounds like more than one feral, which means shotgun equip, and then we're gonna run away. Drive away calmly. No need to get our character killed by just doing something really dumb. Like, as long as you're driving at like, maybe even like 25% of your maximum speed, I don't think you have to worry about ferals jumping on, so, you know, don't endanger your character by driving recklessly out of nowhere.
Could you help us finish up some construction?
For a place to get out, but I don't like being near these plague guards, so let's continue onwards. That's that nightmare zone, though. Just, oh, have some ferals, you know? We know you love them. Have 3 of them. The one for the whole family. Okay. I want to go back with at least one more rucksack.
We could use some help over here.
Water treatment plant sounds promising. There's our buddies that heard the call of the screaming zombie. That's fine, though. We're looking for more building materials.
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
What do you... Okay. Give me control of my character, jeez. Okay, no idea where the other 2 lootables are. Hey, you know what? Don't we have coffee, or did I put it all away? I put it all away. Well, time to see if we get anything from one of these mobile homes. Oh, building materials. I would have expected to find the materials in that little shed over there, but I don't care where they give them to me as long as they give me them materials. I'm not sprinting right now because the character is tired and I don't want to start bumping her stamina penalty up. Very nice. I'm going to assume the last lootable is in here. That's where I would expect it to be. Aha! For a second, I was like, nope, looks like I was wrong, but this one's a little tucked away due to that blue door on its side.
Find a thing.
Not a thing in it. Let's see what those quests were. I don't care about those guys. And these guys want to claim the auto shop. And then we've got that random survivor who needs help, who's absolutely bonkers wanting to solo a plague heart. Like they deserve to die just because how dumb they are. I understand, you know, like we can obviously solo a plague heart, but that's because we've got the gear. Like they're gonna like solo it with like a carpenter's hatchet or something. I mean, I know the purpose of that quest is just to scroll. Oh no, you need to kill those plague hearts. They're really important to the game progression. But honestly, you don't really need to kill plague hearts. I mean, they're pretty valuable to kill, but they're not a necessity. You can ignore them. We've got our warp-in zombies, which reminds me not to drive at full speed especially on the road. I think it's a bit more okay to drive at full speed on flat land off-road, but on the road you should probably drive at about 75% speed. It's always good to know that if the game really wants to kill me, they could just put, like, the Invisible Woman into the game and make me run into a wall and probably blow my car up if I was driving quickly enough. And then at the same time cause 3 ferals to spawn in. Always good to know. But we're almost home, so it's all good.
I know a good trend when I see one. Let's keep it up, people.
Home, sweet whatever.
Okay, let's get this building. We just had a siege, so I don't care if we're in the red. And we can throw one of these in. Still need more building materials, obviously. Those level 3 buildings are fairly expensive, but the good news is once you build them, you're done, because even if you change bases, they refund you the building materials, so you can just rebuild them again. Overall today, didn't get what I really wanted. Didn't get like any cool weapons or anything like that. Zombies were populating areas that I really wanted to loot. What can you do though? I mean, you could fight through them or something, but honestly, it's very easy to get trapped into fighting zombies. We haven't done a lot of looting on this side of the river, so there's plenty of materials to go around. There's materials here. Materials there where the ferals spooked me. More materials there. There's plenty of materials. We'll get them in time. We'll get this base up and running. But remember, log in though to get your free 7 different outfits. You know, the ninja hoodie, the sweaters, and you got until the 2nd of January 2020 to do it. But at any rate, that's the end of this episode. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.